Scrub checking me, but his game is kind of weak. And I know that he cannot approach me, cause I'm looking like class and he's looking like trash. Can't get with the deadbeat. So no, I don't want your number, no. I don't want to give you mine, and no, I don't want to meet you nowhere, no. I don't want none of your time. And that's when y'all supposed to come in. Ladies, you already know. And if you don't know that song, then I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. All right. I would have sang longer, but you know, the algorithms would have picked it up and then it would have shut the video down. So anyway, if you know the song, go ahead and smash that like button. And what's up, everybody? 32 Icon here. I hope that you guys are doing well. I'm doing well myself. Please go ahead and like and subscribe if you haven't already, in good faith that I will continue bringing you great content. Oh, and I'm just another YouTube personality, so take what I say with a grain of salt and do your own research, okay? All right, so today we are talking about the Midwest Industries combat rifle sights. So I have them on my other, by the way. Make sure I get the right terminology moving forward so there's no miscommunication. So what can I say? I really like these sights. Like, I really did, but there are some pros, mainly pros, and maybe one con. All right, so before I get into it, let me just first look at the logo on the front. This firearm has been safety checked, by the way. It's also on the rear. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let me just give you some basic facts about the combat rifle sight. So basically they're made from 6061 aluminum. Okay, I'm going to be putting this up here a lot because I could take them off, but then I'll just have to put them back on and zero back in, and I don't feel like doing all that. So I'm going to just keep doing this. So 6061 aluminum. They're about $120-ish at Optics Planet, but you can save 5% by using my code 32Icon, so check them out. What else about them? They are pretty much made from, I already said, aluminum, so they're very sturdy. All right, the front post right here is a typical A2 front post, so it would use pretty much any front sight tool to adjust it. It also comes with one. All right, and you can see the teeth right here. That will, can you see that? Let me see. There you go. That you will stick into the, let me see right here, into the front post to adjust it. All right, what else? I'm looking over here on my computer, make sure I got the right information. 1.5 MOA click for the front sight, and there's a 0.5 MOA / carbine 0.65 MOA click in the rear. All right, so now that that's out of the way, let's talk about some pros. So first of all, they're very low profile. What I like here is that the rear sight has a little ledge right here. So when you lay it down, it doesn't lay flat. So it gives you a little bit of space to flip it back up to make it a little easier. It's harder to do on camera, but I like that it has this little lip here, all right, to give you some space and you can get a good grip on it to flip it up. So I do like that. Also, I'll show you a little video of the slots in the rear sight. So you can adjust to the left or to the right. It lets you know exactly where you are as far as your windage is concerned. So I do like that. What else about it? The rear sight has almost a medium-sized aperture. It's in between a very small aperture and a very large aperture on typical rifle sights. So basically, it's to, this is hard doing this on camera, but basically it's to get that quick sight picture. All right, usually when you have a smaller aperture, some people actually close one of their eyes to kind of really zero in on that front post. through the rear post. And then when you have bigger aperture, sometimes they're so big that you almost don't know if you're in line with the front post or not. But this is just the right size. It's right in between a big and a small aperture. And it's just quick acquisition. As soon as you put that sight up, you can see right through that front post, right into where your target is. So I do like that. And it's funny that, you know, the more I learn about rifles, because remember, they're still new to me, like rifles and long guns and all that stuff, because I am really a handgun girl. Like, I like pistols. So when, you know, I'm doing more research and I'm starting to use different sights, I think I had the Magpul on my, what was that? My pre-band rifle. And I remember saying, oh man, this rear sight is small. I got to close one eye. And in my mind, I'm like, it just needs to be a little bit bigger. And it's crazy because now with more research, I realize that obviously there are plenty of other people out here who felt the same way. So they have a little aperture that's in between a small one and a big one, if that makes sense. It made sense in my head, but I'm not sure if I explained that well. All right, I told you that they're low profile. They look really good. When I was shooting it, it didn't come loose at all. It was easy to install. You just slide them on, and there's a screw here. It's pretty much super simple. You can use a flathead screwdriver, and you'll be just fine. This video is going to be short because there's really not much to say other than I really like these. They're very sturdy. They're low profile. They look good. I like the front ears. See the ears that stick out on the front post? I like that the ears are flared so that I can focus right on the front sight. So I think that's pretty ingenious. But again, this is a typical A2 front sight, but I'm not sure all A2 front sights are flared like that. Now that I think about it, I have to go back and look. I'm not sure, but I do like that little attention to detail. All right, if I have to say one negative thing about these sights, when I got them, they were not sighted in. So it took me a while to actually sight them. And I'm not sure, it probably was me. I don't know. You know, sometimes I say that it's me because I'm still new. I'm learning this whole realm of sights and optics and handguards and light fixtures and all that stuff. So that's really new to me. But it took a while to sight. And one of the greatest problems I had was that the front sight posts didn't have like any engraved directions. You know how on most sites it says up and it'll have an arrow to either turn it to the right or turn it to the left. It just gives you some physical direction of which way you should turn, if it's left or right. The front sight did not have that. The rear sight has it. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it says R. I don't think you guys can see this. You might. It says R. Oops. And then it has an arrow in which you need to turn it to go to the right. I don't know if you guys can see that, but the front doesn't have that. So I'm guessing if I turn it to the right, then it'll elevate up. If I turn it to the left, it'll elevate down. Now, you're probably yelling through the screen like, Liv, hello, you turn it right for this, or you turn it left for that. Okay, well, you might be right. I don't know. And let me tell you another thing too. I didn't have the directions with me when I went to the range. I just assumed it was already on here like a couple of the other backup iron sights that I have. On my other rifles, it specifies which way is up and which way is down. Just like the rear sight specifies which way is left and which way is right. So I just assumed that they would be on here, but they were not. And therefore, girl, I was struggling. I was really struggling sighting these in. And Again, the rear aperture lets you know how far you are to the left and how far you are to the right because it's engraved. You guys, I don't know if you guys can see this, but it's engraved in here. So I thought when it was in the middle, I was in the middle, but I realized that I was shooting more to the left. So now my rear aperture is aligned further to the right in order for me to be completely centered of the target. Now I had, when I was sighting it, I had the maggot and I had it on the table. So I'm sighting it from a stationary position, I want to say. Then it wasn't working, so then I picked it up, I put it on my shoulder, and I was like, okay, let me sight from this position. And it seemed like the shoulder one worked, but it could have been off. I don't know. And because I don't know if it's fair to say that they're very difficult to sight or if it was really me. So I'm actually going to the range again, to spend more money. But I'm going to the range again because it's going to bother me that they're not sighted in, because I want to go ahead and put this on here, put my optic on so that, you know, I have that lower 1/3 witness, but I want to see how, you know, how it's working. Anyway, and also I have to do a review on the Midwest Industries mount too. So my one negative would be that, you know, I just couldn't sight it the way I wanted to sight it because there was no type of engraved directional information here to let me know, you know, which way was up, which way was down. And so that, you know, that kind of threw me off because, again, when I took them out of the box, they were not sighted in, like they were not zero, which probably most sights aren't, or they could be, I don't know, but they weren't zero. So I'm trying to find it on the target. I'm like, where the heck is my round? I shot 3 rounds. Where is it? So anyway, it took me a while. But outside of that, this video should be way shorter than what it is. But outside of that, I thought they were very sturdy. I thought they look good. They're very low profile, easy to use. They're made of aluminum. What else? The aperture is for quick acquisition, but it can also get up to, I believe it can go as far as 500 yards out. So I'm not shooting 500 yards out. But anyway, I liked it. I like them so much, and I would recommend them. Again, they're about, I don't know, like $120 or so on Optics Planet. That price may vary because I may have my VIP pricing on, but either way, you can use my code 32icon for 5% off. And again, the only negative I have is that there just needed to be some type of directional engraving in the front post so I know exactly if I'm up or down. All right. Well, listen, thank you guys for watching. I hope you're treating one another with kindness, and I'll see you on the next video. Thanks. Peace.